Yo, welcome back to Military Bread, where we talk all things military. Well, majority at least. I'm your host, Patrick Montgomery, aka Mont, and today, man, we got something that we definitely should talk about, because oftentimes we don't understand how big of an impact it is once you get out of the military. But once you get out of the military, it's a whole nother ball game. You go through a different set of emotions you didn't even think you had until that ETS comes. So today I went with one of my boys or whatever, to a VA appointment, and we just talking or whatever. And like he's telling me all these different things that he's going through and how it's affecting him, how it's making him feel. How it's making him feel as though he lost his purpose in the world, that he lost whatever he felt that the military has given him. And because he's no longer in, now if he feels a sense of despair, now he feels like he's lost. So oftentimes I feel like the military gives you a sense of being. I can't lie, they make you feel like you belong. It make you feel like everything is just picture perfect. And I mean, I understand that, in the military, you have those bad days, but oftentimes they don't seem as bad because you got your battle buddy going through it with you. You feel less alone because you're not taking this journey alone, but you're taking it with your fellow comrades, your fellow battle buddies. But once you get out of the military, you leave all that camaraderie and you go into the workforce. Now you're working for whatever company that you're working for, but now you're searching for that same camaraderie in that company. And chances are you're not going to find it. You're not going to find it. You're not going to find anybody that's going to have your back like your fellow battles. You're not going to find that shit. And no matter how low that you look, because some people just not built like that, like the place I work or whatever. It's weird because like we have maintenance that's on shift, to if something wherever to break down, maintenance come in and fix the issue. But we had one of the maintenance guys. I mean, he was one of the negatives. He was one of the negatives. Like every time you talk to him, he was negative or whatever coming in. But I saw progression. I saw him getting better with it. Like he was actually getting better with it. He was less suicidal. He was less negative, but he was working on it. But aside from that, one day he ended up doing something that was just like out of the regulation of what they required in the job that I work. And he did that one time. And because of his fellow co-workers, someone that worked side by side with him, noticed that he was doing it in improper way, he goes and tell. And because he goes and tell, he cost this man his job. It's not the same. The civilian life is nowhere near the same. It's not. And no matter how you look at it or how it may make you feel, it's not. The morals are different. The people are different. The workload is different. I'm getting away from the point, but the military shapes us and shapes our mind to believe that this is all we see. This is all you can trust. This is all that you can believe. But when you get out, it's another story. Life hits, reality turns on. You're no longer in the matrix, like you in the real world. And this is what it is. To be talking to my boy for that period of time, we talked for like an hour or whatever, going to this appointment. But to see how much damage that he was going through based on the military. And I know some of the issues was in regards, to his significant other. But one thing in the military, people don't understand. I say this, and I mean there may be, a certain couple out there, but I don't feel like the military is good for a relationship. And the reason behind that is Man, you just got this big influx of, soldiers. Majority male and a sprinkle of women. Of course, the men outweigh the women significantly. But at the same time, it's the man's nature to conquer, to attain what's not his. And a lot of times that puts you in a compromising situation. But that's just the environment that the military has to offer. So many first-sergeant and sergeant majors that I talked to them been married, honestly, like 2 or 3 times, maybe even 4. And I blame that on the environment. I don't blame that on the individual, because a lot of times it's not the individual that's doing the wrong, but a lot of times the individual just have bad habits. The habits, a lot of times, were either one or two things taught or just learned because the people that they were around, that's what they were doing. The military teach soldiers to suppress their emotions, because in other words, emotions is a weak trait that you shouldn't show, that no matter, how down bad you get, it make you feel like you're on the island all by yourself. You can't reach out, because if you reach out, others gonna view you as weak. Now is the time to really get a hold of your mental health. I know you might have heard the sayings, going to sick hall is weak, it's a waste of time and all this kind of other stuff. But listen, if you don't get the help now, when are you going to get the help? By the time you get the help, it's going to be too late. Take advantage of the time that you have now. Go to sick hall. If you got to go see a specialist, go see the specialist. Go to behavior health. Put the things necessary in front of you to better yourself. Focus on who you are and continue to push to be better. And I know you're going to have those days, especially for those that's first getting out of the military. It's going to be those days where it feel like you don't want to get out of bed. But I'm going to tell you now, push yourself. Trust and believe that every single thing is working out for the good. And it will. But I feel like I said a mouth load tonight. Wait, pause. But continue to make sure that you guys are tuning into Military Bread as we continue to dive deeper into the year. And until next time, Military Bread, let's eat.